Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 172. If you are new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up, do the YouTube things. And if you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back to visit with me again this week. I enjoy our visits so much, and I have such goodness to share this week. So I have some finishes, I have my stitching, I have plans, I have the thing. So I want to first of all talk to you about, this is just a little rehash. Originally, I started this channel so that I could become around more like-minded people and find some friends that are here local to me that we can get together. So I have accomplished that, and I'm super excited about it. And I encourage you, if that's something you're looking for, just put yourself out there and it'll come to you. So what I'm getting at is this last Saturday, I stitched with a couple of friends. One of them, I work with her husband. The other one I've met through me being on this channel. But the really cool thing was my sister joined this week in the cross stitching thing. A local friend came to kit up a project and learn how to stitch. We saw a customer come through that was her first time, and she's like, do you guys do this every Saturday? And we were like, no, we do it once a month. And we all whip out our phones and we figured out when we could do it next month. And so she may be coming to join us also. So what I'm saying is, yes, I am fortunate that I have an LNS that I can do this at, but I have never not thought about like just going and sitting my butt down at the library on Tuesdays from 9 to 11 if I needed to or whatever, but just put myself out there so that other people would see me. Even going to, I don't say the bread place right, but the bread place a lot of people go to, the Panera Bread, Panera Bread, that's the name of it. So I just encourage you to do that. And speaking of encouragement, that is one of the things that I love so much about this Flosstube and cross stitching community is the ability the kindness that we all share to pull each other up. And this last week I had a shout out from someone that just mentioned, well, it's not someone, it's Ray at Red Barn Samplers. And she mentioned my positivity and my upbeatness, and she wanted to give me a shout out. So thank you very much for that, Ray. And I have a fellow Flosstuber that I've currently started watching. I think she's got about 8 episodes out. It's the Garden Goose Stitcher. I hopefully have placed pictures of both of their that has their names in it and stuff so you can go find them. She has a lot of fun. She quilts and she cross stitches. So please, if you have time in your schedule to check somebody else out, please go check them out. Again, we're a community of like-minded people, and there's just a lot of good out there. So with that, I'm going to move into my regular stuff, get you to my stitching. I want to remind you, I do have a Happy Mail in the links below. So if you would like to fill that out, I send out Happy Mail once a month. I have not done January's yet because I am playing catch up everywhere. And I will be doing that probably before my next video or right about my next video. So if you would like to have a chance of receiving Happy Mail, get yourself on that form. So other than that, let's move into my stitching. One of my favorite things on this channel is the featured friend segment. And this week we have Angie. I'm putting her picture in here. She did this chart. It's a mixed chart between Clouds Factory, Henry VIII, and wives, and then one she found of the Tudor family on pattern on Etsy. So she wanted to include the children, so she kind of redid it, made the changes. She made changes to the dresses. She added their all their dates that they reigned. So it just made it more like encompassing of history, and she loves that time of history. So that is cool. So cool how you made it your own, and thank you for sharing that, Angie. Angie is also a Flosstuber. I'm going to put her name here. She is Craft Cave Dwellings, and you can go give her a check out also. You're going to see in my stitching in a few minutes, I made a piece of my own also. Okay, so I have one other thing, and then we're going to get into the stitching. Again, I've got one more piece that I need to get out to I'm stumbling over a giveaway. I still have a giveaway winner that I need to have information from. It is this piece, and it's Burpee R put your name here. So please, Verpy, reach out to me. This was in video 169 so that I can get that mailed out, and then I will be caught up on all the mailings. So there you go. And now we're going to get into my stitching for this week. I actually have 3 finishes, and the first one I'm going to show you is one that I made my own. So I was part of the Frosted Pumpkins Stitch Along for the Under the Sea Sal, and here is my finished piece. And if you are familiar with this sal at all, you will notice I do not have Under the Sea written there. I just didn't want that there, so what I did in the section that has Under the Sea, I grabbed waves from other places in the chart and I just added it down there. I love how it turned out, and was encouraged by my friend Chrissy that she thought it looked great and it was a good stopping point. So there is that finish. So technically my first finish for 2023. That was very exciting. That was like a 10-month stitch along, I feel like. So actually I can tell you that. Yeah, I started on March 25th. So that was fun to do. I don't know. They haven't announced anything about their new one, and I have plans to stay away from any sals this year, like that mystery sals for now. My next piece that I finished was it was actually my December stocking that I got behind on. So this is the Blackbird Designs stocking. It's called the Merry Christmas stocking. I made a small change to this also. It says Merry Christmas down here in the bottom part of the boot. They wanted me to put 2009. 2009 had no significance for me really. So I just pulled a couple of these little guys and I stuck them down there so that it wasn't dated at all in regards to that. Love how it turned out. And I used all the called for that were in there for the threads. So, and yes, Vicky, if you're watching, she's probably like, it's always like finish, finish, finish. It's not, it was just a week. So this was my piece that it's another finish and it's the last one, but I do a thread of day, and my thread of day that I was trying to accomplish in December was goodies. It was called Christmas Goodies. And of course we are in January, so that did not get accomplished, but it is finished now. This again is the Frosted Pumpkin Stitcheries chart. I did all the called for DMCs. It's on 28 count, opalescent, as you can see. As you can see, there's a spot I'm not real keen on, and that's where it says milk, but I outlined it. You can see it in real life, kind of. So I don't know if I'm gonna need to backstitch it like with a different color, maybe a darker blue, but I thought about doing brown, and then I was like, no, that would look like muddy. So I don't know, maybe I need to pull like this color and outline it. That would probably be better. I may do that. And just so you know, I will stitch right over top the other back stitching, because this is just a fun decoration that I will put out. It's not anything that's going to be here 200 years from now. So yeah, I like to decorate with my stitching, as you can see. All right, so we're going to get into my whips, or my works in progress for this week. And the first one I always bring out to share with you is my queen. So my Winter Queen by Mirabilia, stitched on a 28 count Lugana called Morning Mist from Coloring Cotton. I am so stinking excited to share this with you. Y'all, I hit bottom. I made it to the bottom of the chart. Look at that. Oh, I concentrated this week, like the end of this week and this weekend, into doing this outlining stuff. See all that outlining? And I did that on purpose because I got a retreat this week, and I want to just be able to fill in and not like have to be super concentrating. So on my, I stitch on my Mirabilia for 30 minutes a day, and it'll let me just do some filling and like just kind of ease myself. I don't know. I sit and chat and stitch. I do stitch at retreats. I mean, I love to stitch every single day. So I feel like if I didn't stitch at retreat, yes, I'm there to visit, but if I didn't stitch it every day, then I would not be being true to myself, if that makes sense, because stitching truly brings me my calm. And so yeah, I'm there to visit, but I also get my stitching in. It's not like out of this world stitching, but I get my stitching in. So all right, another piece that I started that was supposed to be done in December and did not get done is Winter Bear. It's I didn't pull the chart out. It's a Winter Berry by Erica Michaels. So that's the 3-piece set. I was supposed to get one of them done because of December. Anywho, shoulda, coulda, woulda, not worried about it. I didn't get it done. I'm working on this berry right here. And it's in a super tight little project bag, so I kind of crinkle it sometimes. But this one is being stitched on a 40 count, and I'm just using, it's a monochromatic one. Literally, I got the eye and the end done. Oh, I like the color of this turning out here. It actually looks a little better in camera than it does in person, but yeah. So the end and the eye, that's all I got done, but it's a start, and I will plug along on getting that accomplished. And keep on my berry track. So there is that. I also had a stitch along this week that I was stitching with my friend Candy, the 614 Stitcher. I'm looking for my thing because she actually has a hashtag for this, and I don't have it written here. So if I can find it, I'll put it on here. If not, I think it's called the Teeny Weeny Bikini Sow. If not, find 614 Stitcher. She's one of them I get to see this week, but she wanted to do the teeny weeny bikinis from Meridian Designs, and I picked the pirate bikini, and I love this so much, and I can't unsee something, so wait till you see this. The fabric I'm stitching this on is a mystery fabric. I feel like it's a Fortnite fabric that came in a Black Needle Society box, but I'm not sure. So anywho, but this is what I've got. So I got the top little hat thing done, and then I was outlining again so that I can just do fill in. But does anybody besides me see Stitch here? I think this looks like the outline of Stitch, you know, Lilo and Stitch. I can't unsee it. Now, it's irrelevant. I'm going to stitch this and keep going. But yes, I think that's super cute. So that was a fun thing to be working on with Candy. And actually there's about, I don't know, anyone can join. If you have one of those, join in. So there's a bunch of ladies that I talked to on Zoom on here, and we're all jumping, not all of us, but most of us were jumping in on that. So another thing, on the 7th of every month, Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, has a Harry Potter stitch along, and since I do the Black Needle Society's Frogwarts events, I'm like, let me jump on. It makes me touch that chart. I am stitching on year 2, and this, all I did on this was fill in. I feel like that's the story of my life on this video this week, but hey, it's got to get done some way. So there is where I'm at on that. Basically, as you can see, I'm filling in, and that color is called Cherry Cobbler. So I'm just filling in Cherry Cobbler, and I stitched quite a lot. And to keep, besides that time, besides stitching with them on the 7th of every month, and I didn't get on the chat because grandbaby, but I still stitched on this on Saturday, which was the 7th. So I stitched on this when I went to see the ladies here in town, and then I stitched on it a little later that night. Anyway, and then it came up, I was 51 on the wait list for the audiobook of this. 51. But I decided, I did this before too with year 1, when I was getting into like this far along in it. I check out the audiobook. So when I listen to the audiobook, I stitch on this, and then I'll also watch year 2, the movie, and stitch on this. So it lets me like be all in and get some stuff done. So yeah, I'd like to have year 2 done before the event for year 4, because then that puts me only on year 3. So it's just trying to stay up on them as best as I can as my pile's getting ready to fall. So there I have that. I still have more stitching to show you. I did a great job of stitching this week. This next one is the Round Robin group that I'm in, and I have a Crystal Rose piece that I will be mailing off to Carla today. Somehow I ended up with 2 of them, but no worries. I think this catches it up. So this is Dreaming of Daisies by Crystal Rowe, and she dyed her own fabric, I believe. But I'm going to show you the whole piece, and then I'll show you what I stitched on. So this is her whole piece so far. It looks so gorgeous on this fabric. We have good lighting today. And I stitched this guy right here. That guy right there. If you're hearing my dryer keep beeping, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I will be mailing this on, and that is so fun. happy to be moving that along. And then the next one's down there. I don't think we stitch on that until February. You'll have to tell me if I'm wrong, Corinne, or one of the other ladies, of when I stitch on that next. All right, my pile's getting smaller, so must be getting there. I still stitched on my ones, Mill Hill Monday, Wicked Wednesday, and Festive Friday. I was hoping this would be a finish, but it is not, so hopefully next week's the finish for you. This is my Mill Hill Autumn Harvest. It's called Autumn Gold is what it's actually called, and this is where I'm at on it. So I got all these like burnt orange beads done, and I'm down to, you can barely see here. Do you see around the petals? So there's yellow that have to be done. So with any luck at all, this comes to you as a finish next week. This one is a small little finish, but I leave it in here because it's not finished until the whole thing's finished. But I am doing Halloween calendar by the Tiny Modernist, and I finished block 16. So I will be moving on to block 17. Look at that little guy. Frankenstein looks so cute there. Yeah. So that is that one. And then my last one of stitching is my Festive Friday. And I am currently doing Halloween for Festive Friday. And I said Halloween. I am currently still doing Christmas for Festive Friday, but it's a Tiny Modernist still. So I'm doing, it's the Seasoned Sparkle. I'm losing it. And this is where I got at it on it. Basically, I got the green done here of the, if you can see, it's a green little thing of, so you can see, yeah. All right, so that's what I got done on that. That was it. So that is all the stitching I have, but I have big stitching goals for this week also. So again, when I go to retreat, I actually stitch. So we'll see what I come back with. Yeah, fingers crossed. I don't know. I put a lot of hours in stitching. I sacrifice sleep for stitching and visiting with my friends. So if you're going to be at Stitch Away, come and say hi in case I like don't get around or whatever. I don't know. Just come say hi. All right. So I want to share. I got a couple pieces of mail. I got a Christmas card from Mary. Thank you very much. That's a beautiful bird. And yes, peace on earth is what so needs to happen. And then one time on here, I mentioned that there was a chart that I wanted to get that I hadn't done yet. And then Jean sent me a message and asked me if she could send it to me because she had a couple of them. And I was like, well, yes, please. I would love that. So Jean sent me a beautiful little card, just one stitch. And she said no chart could travel alone. So she sent me a few little buttons. I love sunflowers. I love gingerbread too. So I'm not sure that you knew that. I want to show you that little gingerbread guy. It's like stuck. You guys, I'm distracting my dogs. I gave them peanut butter and like hidden in a ball today. And I saw a TikTok where you hide treats inside old dish towels and let them dig at them. But so gingerbread, my sunflower, and there's a couple little Santa sleighs back there too that can be used for decorations like finishes. So thank you very much for that, Jean. And this is the chart I'm talking about. I left it in the plastic. And what was super cool, all that stands out for me are these two birds, the male and female cardinal. But when it came in the mail, I'm going to send it in closer. Do you see that baby female? I told Lizzie, I was like, oh, it's Lizzie's little family. A little baby bird, which is a girl, a mama bird, and a daddy bird. So I got to get stitching this. So I got to get it charted or kitted up and ready to go. So hopefully you'll be seeing that soon. Maybe that'll move into my festive thing soon. I don't know. Those plans are still there. I haven't figured it out. So that's all I have. And I want to, personal life, I got to see the kids again this weekend. Hopefully after I'm gone for this week, Lizzie will be allowed to start driving again. Right now, she's still at the mercy of someone else driving her. Her dad tells her to push it. We tell her no. But anyway, I take her to her appointment after I come back from Stitch Away. So there's that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm leaving my husband to take care of the animals in the house this weekend. He says he's going to like do this ceramic thing to my car. Yeah. That's it. My youngest boy moved back in with his mom. So he tells me he'll still see me. He tells me that he'll still be coming here because she doesn't have laundry in her apartment, and so he's gonna come here and still do his laundry. So I'll still see him. We'll see. Other than that, okay, I'm just rambling. I am gonna pop a picture in of my lovely Ozzy right here. So I hope you enjoy that, and I will get to going and see you next time and show you all the stitching I can accomplish and give you a heads up on what happened to Stitch Away. So I hope you all have a blessed week and are doing wonderful. I'm gonna let you go, so keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.